Hello, I'm the Virgo Queen, here to awaken the divine consciousness. I do Mother Peace Tarot and astrological readings, and this weekly video is for the collective consciousness, for us to look at what we are going to be going through for the week ahead of August 1st through August 7th. And so when I first look at a reading, I look at the heart of the matter. And the first card is the significator, which is reverse emperor. And emperor is a major arcana card. And major arcanas are where we are on our soul evolution. And this emperor card is also seen as the archetype. And this archetype is of the strong, capable, youthful man that is able to rule his own kingdom. So he's, in a way, the ego, the self-centered aspect of ones that know how to get the tasks done, regardless of what's really going on. And so it's reversed. And so there is this overthrow of the ego, that we have let go of what we think we need or what we think we want, and moving more away toward this idea of wholeness and compromise and willing to build something from the ground up with a strong, solid foundation. And so we've had to overthrow our sense of ourself or a need that we've required from outside sources. And so we're returning more wholefully to the center in which our true heart's desires come forward. And in the atmosphere we have reverse Two of Swords, and Two is balance, and Swords is the mental plane, our thoughts. And so this is moving away from the inactivity, that we are now actually moving forward with the things that we've been thinking about, well, during this Mars retrograde. And as he slowly approaches his return back to his full force in Saturn and Sag on August 24th, we are moving forward in a direction that we have been re-editing, rethinking, and reworking. And now there's movement for those new thoughts and new ways of being in the world. But in the cross current, we have reverse Eight of Wands, and 8 is change, and Wands is passion and our projects, our creative life force. And this is showing that there is a block in that energy, that there may be a fear of failure, of not being able to truly take on the change or the responsibility that we're willing to do for the work and the new way of being is. And in the root we have 10 of discs, and so this is a showing that we are being supported by our family, by our projects, by our community, that we are coming together to pull in this new way of life, this new project, this new idea of how we want to walk in the world. And 10, as much as it is a completion number, it's also a new beginning. So pay attention to the people that are part of your path this week and call them in to do new projects. Because in the sky we have reverse Six of Swords. So our sky is our mental world, the thoughts, the things that we're thinking. And 6 is active energy, but it's reversed. And so the rational mind is not happy that we're trying to think of all these new things and new ways to be in the world, yet our rational mind can't comprehend it. And so we're kind of having to move away from those old patterns of thinking and find a new way to see and to really experience the world and our thoughts. And in the recent past, we have 3 of Wands, and 3 is fiery energy, and Wands again is fire, and it was looking at our projects, our fire that we're wanting to do in the world, and seeing them more clearly, because they've been a bit hazy because we've been having to redo and re-edit a lot of things. So we are looking at our old ambitions and seeing how we want to move forward with them. Because in the self concept, we have Daughter of Swords. And daughter is the young feminine aspect of ourselves, and swords is mental. So we have a lot of mental things going on right now because, well, we are shifting, and with our world, in order for it to shift, we need to transition the way we think. And it's amazing the patterning that goes on in the mind without even us being aware of it. So the more mindfulness and the more acceptance, and also training your mind to keep thinking of the good turnouts, of the good coming to your life, and the good work that you want to bring forward. And always remember to send love to any thoughts that don't bring you joy. So this Daughter of Swords, she is capable of going to the heavens. She sees her vision. She's able to see it for all the world and call it to her from the mountaintop. Yet she's a bit impatient. So we have kind of this excitement as this young feminine, yet we're a bit impatient of wanting to actually will it to the here and now. Because in the hopes and fears, we have the Moon card, and the Moon is the feminine, the intuition in which we truly live by, and what we are constantly learning to develop within ourselves. And so as much as it is a great gift to have and to train, it's also a fear of being that open and being that connected to something bigger than you, especially for all those small parts in all of us that are needing to grow up and realize that we are really loved and being led and constantly supported by something unseen but known. Because in the future we have 5 of discs, and 5 is conflict, and discs is physical earth. And so probably all this mental tension that's going on or trying to change, right? Change makes our body feel contracted when we're not going with what we naturally feel that we should. So it causes stress and tension in the body. So we need to find ways to de-stress and to constantly be trusting that intuition and constantly just ask our body what feels good and what it needs now. So take some self-care and try not to get too stressed out this week. Because in the house we have Ace of Wands, and Ace is a gift and Wands is fire energy. So again, we are this first week really in this fire energy, and so with this fire comes new life, and we're able to take those new projects, those new way of being, and give it a whole new life to experience. Because in the outcome, the first card is reverse 3 of swords. And so 3, again, is active, and swords is mental. And this card is that we're moving away from jealousy. We're moving away from competition, feeling jealous over perhaps other people's ambitions or other people's love or anything, that we just need to move away from jealousy and release it and know that all those things that we love about other people and wish we had for ourselves is actually just little seeds in us that are wanting to grow. Because in the next card of 2 of Wands, when we move away from that jealousy, we can get more in touch with our intuition. And so 2 is balance, and Wands is fire. And so it's really listening to our ancestral knowing, our deep roots of who we are and where we're going, that will really help guide us. To the next card, which is Shaman of Cups. And Shaman of Cups is the Father, the all-knowing aspect, and it's water. Cups is our emotions, and so we're really capable of holding our emotions, and it's not about being controlled, but we're so wise and so deep with that knowing of who we are and what we love that we just come from a very all-knowing way of how to be emotionally with ourselves and with others. And in the next step, it moves us to Sun of Cups. So we have that all-knowing Father, and then we can bring it down more into the younger male energy. And so be more playful, more connected to the feminine, because she too has lots of wisdom and ways to play with that energy. And in the outcome, we have Reverse Hierophant. And so all this work that we've been doing, we've been learning how to become our own guru, that we are going through all these experiences to find what is right and what is wrong for us in our world, in our kingdom, and keep following those steps, because that is truly the creator of our existence, is when we are capable of knowing who we are in our inner world and be able to be that in the outer world with all our relationships and what we want to put forward. That becoming our own guru is just leading our true life. Hope this helps. Have an amazing week, and if you'd like a one-on-one or personal reading, contact me at www.innerdoorways.com. Have a beautiful day.